You have the final fragment. Where did you find it? Another battle in a memory?
Still on about that, are ya?
Place the fragments. We must disrupt whatever is happening in the monolith before it is too late. Stay sane.
Seems the door's missing something.
It is functional. Good. Now, proceed. The ground moves. Do not hesitate. Do what you must.
The fourth edict already burnt. Engulf. Not long for this world. Insignificance. This is the legacy of humanity.
Alive. Good. Now, what happened back there?
Went toe-to-toe with an ancient guardian. Had some kind of flaming orb. Called it the Fourth Edict of the Mother Soul.
More clues. And this Mother Soul. Are all the edicts related to this? Tell me, what became of this Fourth Edict?
It's in the wind now. Bloody Lich came back and took it. Said it once meant the doom of his people, but now it would serve his master.
The Lich taking it was unfortunate, to say the least. So, the precursors must have used this Fourth Edict, this orb of flame, against the Abyssals. This must have meant both their dooms. Give me a moment. Judging from this mural, an immense tower must have played a vital role in their defense. It seems their leaders gathered at its peak, perhaps electing some sort of champion to fight for them. I am unclear what the final mural depicts exactly, but it appears the Abyssals were indeed defeated. We must reach the central tower and try to learn more. Perhaps with further knowledge of the edicts, we can find a way to wake the Hooded One and finally stop the beast.
better be what we're looking for.
Let me see what you have found.
I hope these aren't what I think they are.
Intriguing. A seed and an egg. I am unsure of the purpose of this, but it seems obvious what we must do.
Let me guess. Plow on without any thought to the consequences.
Again, it is a calculated risk. This could hold the answers we need.
For such a smart man, you seem awful keen to repeat past mistakes.
I understand your concern, but we must move forward. I believe we must fertilize the egg using the seed. Place them both in the machine.
Only since you asked so nicely.
Go then. Good. Now, stand back.
Master shall know unending power.
Your kind shall never ordain the first edict. And now, you. Causal Cat, you disgrace her sanctity. The enemy returns! This world must be purged!
Arbiter, what is the first edict?
It must be protected at all costs, for it is.
The first edict is the very origin of divinity.
You mean to say this is the reason Rey classed as gods?
Utter desperation must have driven the precursors to pour all their talent and science into its creation. The consequences of which were felt throughout all Rayclast, for all time. The Arbiter would have seen the world destroyed rather than let it fall into the wrong hands. But thanks to you, Rayclast has been saved from absolute annihilation. You have impressed me.
Yes?
I retrieved the first edict from the tower. The beast continues to drain the Hooded One's energy, but perhaps the first edict could empower him directly. We must not be reckless. The first edict holds untold power, and I suspect it is the impetus behind the creation of all the edicts.
But what does that mean? We don't even know what the Mother Soul does.
This theory, I find it hard to explain. It is almost a feeling. When I look at the first edict, I feel tremendous fear. Like staring into infinity and feeling something staring back. I believe the precursors never intended subsequent edicts after the first to exist at all. But after the first was ordained, the others followed. Reactively, perhaps even desperately. If the Abyssals should take hold of it, oblivion awaits us all. We must protect the first edict at all costs. Go then. I have come to believe that these arbiters were created by the precursors to guard and operate the edicts. You encountered the Arbiter of Ash in relation to the fourth edict, and the Arbiter of Divinity in relation to the first. That begs the question, were there arbiters for the other two edicts? If so, what happened to them?
If only we knew. Don't like the thought of them being out there one bit.
If nothing else, encountering another arbiter may help us to better understand the precursors and their edicts.
Aye, so says you. You're not the one fighting him. What do the Abyssals want with the fourth edict, if it'd mean their own doom?
From studying the mirrors we found, I believe the Abyssals were on the verge of winning the war. The living world was doomed, so the precursors did the only thing they could. They reset the board. I imagine the Abyssals want that contingency removed from the playing field, so that their potential victory cannot be again undone. It might even be possible for them to wield that power themselves.
So if divinity is the work of the precursors, then the first god must have been one of theirs.
Logic suggests that the champion we saw in the mirrors was the first divine being, the Mother Soul, the first edict. These concepts are all part of this mystery. The gods were mere myths in my era. I wish I knew more. As it stands, we must continue our search. The truth of history may reveal itself in time.